Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all. Happy Thursday. Whew. I'm gonna tell you the topic, and then I'm gonna debrief. I'm gonna tell you the topic, and I'm gonna debrief on my last 24 hours, and then we're gonna get serious today, all. We're gonna get really serious, Sherry. Amy, just stop walking, Amy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up to you today, Amy, with those steps that you got. I get nervous when I see Amy walking and I'm sitting. So I know she's getting me on steps. So today's topic is nothing changes if nothing changes. So let's get started. So good morning, everybody. My name is Coach Brock Zevan. I'm a life coach, business coach, real estate coach, and a DAD. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about it because normally on Thursdays, I have my children and I don't have my kids. And that's because this little sweetheart, this blonde bomber over here, said, "Why don't you come down to Atlanta? I got a really big thing going on down here. And let's have this huge, amazing event." Well, you know what, Justine? We might just do that. We might just pile in a car, might just take my best friends D and Christian and James and Paul. We'll pick up Paul along the way. We'll just pile in a car and we're gonna travel and we're gonna go and we're gonna Google map it and we're gonna be like, wow, this doesn't seem too far. It's only like 4 hours. Little did you know that she'd put an asterisk next to it and say traffic like hell. Holy smokes. It was probably the worst traffic I've ever seen, John Hart. Worst traffic ever. Took us 5.5 hours to get down there. And I think 7 hours to get back home. But I love you, Justine. And your event was amazing. Your event was really, really amazing. Great speakers. You did a fantastic job. Um, Yeah, we had a great time. Justine, give me one takeaway from your event. You packed in the place, over 150 people. You had over, I don't even know, 8 or 9 speakers. You had sponsors out the yin yang. You ended it on happy hour. Hell, I don't know how anybody could bitch about that when you got free drinks. I mean, Paul, where's Paul? Paul was like asking people around, "Hey, you got your drinking ticket? You got your drinking ticket? Where's your drinking ticket?" Amy Kane, he would have put you to shame, Amy. He would have given you a big challenge. But Justine, hats off to you. A shout out because people who present, who do events in our group and our family, just love you, girl. You freaking rocked it. Tell me your
Thank
biggest
you.
takeaway after it's all done.
Whew, man, I'm tired today. But I think my biggest takeaway is I just truly being thankful for all of you guys. Just we marketed this about being in the right rooms with the right people. And that's probably my biggest takeaway is just being in those rooms with those people and being supported by those people that were willing to pour into us, was willing to pour into each and every person that was there that attended it. I just honestly, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. And it's a lot of stress and it is a lot of work. But at the end of the day, when you can walk away feeling proud about what you've done and the hard work that you've put into it, it's an amazing feeling. And to be able to touch even just one person in that room with our speakers that we brought in, it's life changing. And it feels so good inside to have poured into somebody like that. And there were multiple people crying, and not that we wanted everybody to cry, we wanted people to laugh too. But, I think a lot of the speakers' messages is what a lot of us needed to hear, whether it was personal or business. And so just so grateful for the opportunities and the rooms that I've been able to be in. And I want to share that with anybody and everybody that wants to be in that room. So it was just a great, great feeling. And thank you guys all so much for taking the time out to just come here and support us. Truly an amazing feeling.
Well, it was awesome. As we said in Key West, and as we say, when we left your event, live events change lives.
They do.
and you do get to see it, you get to witness it. Just truly, truly amazing. I met amazing people down there. It's just, it's the cool guys. Put, you know what I'm doing. All put some fives in the chat for Justine, because when you're part of our family and you're doing events at a high level, we want people to know that we appreciate you for pouring. So put some fives in the chat for Justine for doing this. Her friend Lorraine, her partner, they did a fantastic job. Just really, really good from head to toe. And being that I doing events myself and just seeing it from that perspective was truly amazing. So hats off to you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for sharing the show, because I had several people come up to me at the event, and just that are part of it here. So thank you for those of you who said hello to us and just really made us feel warm and fuzzy driving down to Atlanta. We did have a good time. We had a really good time driving down. Not so much on the way back. I'm not gonna be honest with you. There was a
I can't
couple
believe
fish there.
traffic was still that bad. I'm so sorry. Atlanta traffic's awful.
Worst traffic I've
Y'all
ever
should have
been a
just
part of.
stayed for dinner. Y'all
We
should
should
have just stayed for dinner.
we should have stayed at overnight is what we should have
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Next time.
Yes. So, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, hats off to you guys. Since we're feeling it, we're feeling the love. Jay, let's throw the affirmation out here, because something good definitely happened through Justine yesterday. So I want us to all feel from what Justine did, and I want us to feel it through our hearts and through our love. So come off of mute, everybody. Come on. If this is your first time, Mario, if this is your first time being on here, I want you to come off of mute. Say it like you mean it. Say it loud and proud. Christian, why aren't you off of mute, Christian? D, get off of mute. Get off of mute, everybody. And let's say it together on the count of three. One, two, and three.
Something
Something
good
good
is
Good
is
gonna
is going
going
to
happen
to
to
happen
me.
to
happen
me.
to
Something
me.
good is going to
Something
happen
good
to
is
Good
me.
is
happening
going to happen
through
through
me.
me.
Has already happened through me.
I like it. I like it now. All right. So don't forget to mute yourself back, because I do hear a lot of crazy things sometimes um during the show. So I shared with you the topic, nothing changes if nothing changes. And I'm going to share with you a couple key points here on change. So for those of you who are taking notes, for those of you who come on video, I like to see your smiling faces, just like Diane's got her smiling face there and John Hart. So I'm going to share with you a couple things on change. Okay. Some of these things I listened to this amazing speaker yesterday, Dusty, talked about this. And I really took some more notes, and then I was doing more of a deeper dive on it. So if, for those writing, here's change. Okay. Change is personal. It's personal. Okay. I can go ask Justine to change, but if Justine doesn't want to change, guess what? All is she going to change? No. If I ask Jennifer on here, say, hey Jennifer, do you mind? I just want to talk to you. I'm thinking about, maybe some things you like to change up. She might give me the middle finger emoji, be like, who the hell are you to tell me how to change? You have to want to change inside of you. So it's personal. Change is personal. The other thing I want you to write down, that's another P word, is would you all agree with me? Yes or yes. Put yes or yes, or put yes in the chat if you agree with me. Okay. It's yes or yes. So you have a really good chance to get this right. Is change possible for each and every one of you? Is change possible for each and every one of you? So let's see if we all agree to this on here. Now, okay, we have a lot of yeses. CD, I made the answer really easy, right? Now here's the other thing. Throughout my personal life, I made changes because it's personal and it's possible. Now I want you to lean into this. Can you make a positive change or a negative change? Because when we say change and we're on the show, we're just like, yeah, we change for the positive. But could you also change for the negative? Could some of us on this show here today that have been on here, we don't see anymore? Are there some people on this show that we started this, we've been doing this for years, and you're kind of like, wonder what happened to that person? Where'd they go? What are they doing? Good, bad, or indifferent. Not saying because they're not on here, they made a negative change, but change is positive or negative. When I stopped my drinking, I started to make some positive changes. When I was drinking, I was still making some changes, but they might not have been good what? Decisions. The other thing that change does is change creates clarity. This is something I picked up from Dusty, which I liked. Change creates clarity, which, part B, helps your identity. Change creates clarity, which helps your identity, especially when you cut out the noise. Absolutely, Diane. Would you agree with me? Yes or yes, there's a lot of noise in social media today. There's a lot of noise in social media. How many of you put a 10 in the chat if you got some noise in your head? And maybe this guy that's on your shoulder over here has got a little pitchfork and it's red, and he might be whispering in your ear. He might be telling you some things. He might be giving you some of that noise. Why do I get up at 4:30 in the morning? And let me just tell you, Justine, it was not fun today going to bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock, getting up at 4:30. And I was damned if I wasn't going to do it because it was too easy in my head to say, you got in late. You had a long day. And basically, I told that person that was on my shoulder, F you, I'm getting up at 4:30, whether you like it or not, I'm going to show up. Because if somebody says it to me, he said, hey, Brock, you know what? I just got in really late and I had this going on. I have this going on. I would have to, and if I said to the person, no, you still got to get up no matter what you do, you still got to get up. I'd be a hypocrite. And I will never make anybody on here that I coach, that I train, that I work with, that I mentor. I will never make you do anything that I'm not willing to do. That's just how I am. So it creates an identity. When those people who I didn't even meet, all I've seen some of you on here on Zoom, and some of you came up to me and you said, I just wanted to say hi and thank you for your show. I appreciate you. I have an identity that I show up every single day, no matter what. And I'm going to read to you a devotion this morning that I have, Mario, that I have, Nicole, and I want you to lean into it today. That whatever noise you have outside, whatever distraction you have outside, I got a little secret for you, but it's not really a secret, Justine, is the noise will always be there. It's up to you if you want to mute it. Plain and simple. There'll be another noise, another catastrophe, another challenge, another hurricane, another broken person, another broken promise, somebody who didn't show up that you said, and you're going to have to deal with that. But you become stronger as you go through it. And so I want you to read. I don't want you to read. I want you to listen. I want you to listen while you're taking your steps, Amy. Amy, just slow down a little bit. Just slow down. Just sit down, please. Here's the devotion, John. It says this. All I know is that you can get there from here. What I like about that line, get there from here, it's up to you where your there is. And it's up to you on where your here is. Not here with listening ears, Here, where your here is. Is it fair to say that Jennifer's driving? Both Jennifers are. What are the chances that we have two Jennifers on here and they're both driving in their car? What are the chances? And both of them are driving and they both have different destinations, but they're both in a vehicle that allows them to go from there to here. Yes or yes? And it says this, all I know is that you can get there from here. You can walk through the fear. Fear, you can't go to Amazon today, no matter how much money you have. Regina, you can't go to Amazon, type in, I'd like to buy a box of fear. Doesn't exist. It says this. It says, how often do we turn away from something out of fear? How many times, Justine, did you be like, I'm not too sure about this event. I don't know if it's going to go right. I don't know if we have enough money. I don't know if we have enough butts in the seats. I don't know about these speakers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And fear sets in.
Many, many, many times. Many times.
That's when you grow. And I told it to you. I said, how you feeling 24 hours before the event, 12 hours before the event? And you said your growth moment. And you said what to me?
I don't even remember at this point, but
You were nervous.
probably, yeah, probably crazy, nervous.
All these things that were inside of your head. How many of us felt nervous? Put a 2 in the chat. If you felt nervous at some point, some capacity, when I gave Amy Kane that microphone that first day that she spoke on at Key West, she was scared shitless. She told me, that's okay. That's good. That's how you grow. Mike Tyson says everybody's ready to fight until you get hit in the mouth. What do? It might be something on a large scale, maybe a hidden dream in your heart. It's deep down, tucked away. Jackie, maybe it could be something that you're scared to make that phone call, a conversation that you might be just holding out. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'll do that on Saturday because Saturday's a really great day to have those type of conversations. And we keep pushing it off. However, if we don't take a step forward, we will never get there. All you will do is stare at it. How do you climb to the top of the staircase? One step at a time. Each time we step, we build internal confidence. Shout out to Rebecca. And our belief system. Dusty talked about yesterday limiting beliefs. How many of us have limiting beliefs? Somebody said something to us, that imposter syndrome. Today it says this. Take a step today towards there. And it has it in parentheses. Towards there. Of course, I lost my page now because I moved my hand. And it states, we each have our own there. We each have our own there. We all have our own challenge. So this morning, as I was preparing today's message, what are the chances for 5 years? I can't remember the last time I didn't have my children on a Wednesday night for 5 years. And this was the first morning I haven't had my children. It's kind of a little different Thursday. I actually thought it was like a Tuesday because you're so, how many of you are used to patterns and behaviors and different things? And when I shared with you that when change takes place, you get clarity. And the message today is this. Derek sent me a text message last night. And he said to me he needed to make some changes. Remember, change is personal. It's possible. It's positive or negative. And change helps create clarity. My job on a show is to help you move the needle. The needle can go forward, backwards. It's up to you on where you want your needle to move. It can also stay stagnant. Yes or yes. It's up to you because it's your own personal needle on where you want to go. And when people make changes, I absorb the change and then I have to make my own decisions. And Derek has decided to go in a different direction. And he's chosen not to be on the show anymore. And that is perfectly fine. And I sent him a message and I said, I respect your decision. I respect what you shared. You're a grown man. I'm a grown man. There's grown women. Everybody can make their own changes because it's personal. Do we all have to agree with it? No, but we can respect it. And as a society and what we see in this world, there's a lot of things I don't agree with. A lot. But where's my girl Latrice? It's the serenity prayer that allows me. I cannot change. It says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We all have an opportunity to personally change, and it's all possible within us. And it could be positive and it could be negative, but change will give you clarity to help your identity. And only you can do it. And when somebody makes a change, you can either go all in with them, you can wish them the best of luck, but it's your choice. And so I wished him the best of luck. It's not my story to share his change. If you want to have a conversation with him, you certainly can. I respect the man. I thank him for everything that he's done. I appreciate what he's provided. He helped me move the needle in the right direction because, to be honest with you, without Derek Green last November, I don't know if I'd be still doing the show. Because just like Justine, my moment was like, I'm tired of doing a show 255 times a year, showing up every single day, tired, hurt, happy, sad, crying, angry. So you see me at 8:15, you don't know what goes on in my life between 4:30 and 8:15. I like to say that my life is just roses and petals and beautiful and everything is just amazing and breakfast is just served for me. But I'm not any different than any of you. But I make a decision every single day to make a positive change, 1% better each day. Because if I can be a narcissistic, drunk idiot and make those decisions, and I can do that every day that end in Y, I could do something positive that ends every day that ends in Y. And I choose that. Happy, sad, mad, good things in my life, bad things in my life. Leo sleeping back here, not sleeping back here, whatever the little man wants to do. So I challenge you today. What direction do you want to change in? Are you changing? Do you have clarity in your life? What does that look like? What do you got? Because only you get to make that decision. And only you are the ones that know good, bad, or indifferent, whether or not somebody hit the snooze button today. Whether you retire, are you still going to show up? All righty, everybody. That is what I got for today. I wanted to end it a little bit earlier to see if anybody has a message. I always end like right at the last minute. I never give anybody to share anything or to have something. You can put it in the chat. If you'd like to raise your hand, you certainly can raise your hand and share something with me. So I'm going to open up the microphone. If you got something out of today, just to make me feel warm and fuzzy, because I am a little tired, put a 5 in the chat if you got something out of today. Anybody have anything they would like to share with us this morning with the family before we conclude? Don't think I get nervous over awkward pauses. I kind of like it. It means somebody's brewing something deep down inside.
I just want to say thank you guys all again so much. These calls have helped me so much more. I know I can't always be on every single day, but the calls truly help me get into that positive mindset, even when I'm having the crappiest of days. And you guys allow me a safe space to share being vulnerable sometimes. And there's not enough words that I can say thank you to all of you um, that just pour into me, give me a safe space. And I'm just very, very, very thankful for this group and the rooms that we've been able to share together, Brock. And thank you. Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Justine. Thank you, Justine. Anybody have anything else they'd like to share or add? I'm about to do my little promo, my selfish plug about my power players at 10 o'clock today. Anybody have anything else? The shows are very inspiring. Thank you, Diane. Sad to hear about Derek, but happy that you're still going stronger than ever. He was a great addition. I'm happy to hear him speak. Amen to that. Awesome. Thank you, Amanda. All right, all. Everybody's gonna be quiet today. That's fine. That's fine. I'm good with quiet. I'm good with quiet. If you're still want to hear my voice, my wonderful, beautiful voice, 10 o'clock today, I'm going to talk about how to get more buyers in this market. Interest rates went down. Good old Jerome made his big announcement yesterday. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, how I'm generating more buyers in my pipeline to be able to grow my business. I don't know about you all, but if a buyer comes to your house today and they go look at another house and they make an offer, could you get paid on that within 30 days? Yes or yes. Yes, you can make some money. All right. So getting buyers in your pipeline could be something really good. We're seeing a shift in the market. I'm going to share that with you. If you have conversations that you're trying to sell something or purchase something and you need some help, let me know. Reach out to me. Love to be able to help you out, role play with you to help create some income in your bank account. I haven't heard John Hart works with a lot of successful people, and I don't think any of them, John Hart, have complained that they had too much money in their bank. I don't think any of them said, like, well, the bank just called and said, I got too much in here. I'm going to have to give it away. I'm going to have to give it away. Now, maybe the IRS, that's different, totally different people. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Thank you, Steve. First show. All right. Hats off to you, Steve. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Come back now because tomorrow we got Figured Out Friday, Authors Edition. We got a special guest with us. Michelle's going to be on the helm here, and I'll be with her. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much. See where you're going to change today in the better to make your life the best life possible. Till then, I'll see you guys at 10 o'clock. See ya.